Hi, this is Nat and Sam. We're back for round three, game two
There we go.
of the Tokyo MTG Vintage Open. On the left, we have a shops player. He's got smokestacks and all the other prison goodies. And on the right, we have a blue-white mentor deck.
We did say a containment priest from a main board.
Yeah, right. Yeah, we saw main board containment priest, and he managed to get game one with the help of a monastery mentor off the top that really took the game over.
Yeah, it only took maybe.
Yeah, it was in play. Yeah, it was in play a total of 3 turns. One of those with time walk.
Yep.
But he played monastery mentor, fueled up a little bit, and time walked, and then won the next turn. So it's I think that really speaks to how quickly monastery mentor can go. It's the monastery mentor itself and the tokens it produces, quite a threat. They grow pretty quickly in a deck built around them. One that draws through cards, uses cantrips, has some extra mana to play with. It can go pretty quickly. So we're about ready to get started here. Workshops is going to have, looks like he's got Karn, Workshop itself, some mana, and the mentor player has Ancestral Recall, Mentor in hand. I think that was a Swords to Plowshares. Could be wrong about that. I may have missed the card. But yeah, the Workshop player continues with a pretty deliberate strategy. I mean, he's not rushing his things into play. So he opens with a land and a Mox, and he's going to wasteland his opponent, who's going to respond by casting Ancestral Recall.
Strip mine.
Yeah, sorry, strip mine, not waste.
He was playing Ghost. Is he playing Ghost Quarters in this list?
I think we saw some Ghost Quarters. I'm not sure that he's used them. He may not be playing very many. But so we've got strip mine and attack. His opponent responds with just planes. Do you have other plays? It looked like they returned to the opponent's main phase. Oh no, I think he has to discard. That's what we're looking at. Yeah, the opponent choosing what to discard gets rid of Monastery Mentor. Probably just because he's not confident to be able to cast that very quickly. I think he's looking more to take control of the game before he just throws Mentor into play.
Yep, you almost have to be in a controlling board position to take advantage of it.
Right. Yeah. Exactly. His opponent goes with Smokestack, which draws the forest. We've seen Smokestack be very good in this tournament so far.
Oh, pitches the energy flux.
Hey, I think I'm fine with that. I mean, if you're already in the mode of pitching 3-drops, Energy Flux is going to do you more good being pitched to Force of Will than it will be just stuck.
How was that? Magus?
That's Magus of the Unseen. We don't see a lot of those very often. That's a creature that taps to take control of an artifact.
As long as it remains tapped, you control it?
I think you control it every turn.
Too close?
Yeah. Back up. Right? Back up. Okay.
Almost there. Untap target artifact. An opponent controls.
That's all right. Yeah, you untap the artifact and gain control of it. It combos against. Is that Triskelion? Yeah, Triskellion's going to be a great answer to Magus of the Unseen. Let's get rid of that guy right away. But yeah, the Magus of the Unseen actually works against an opponent's Time Vault because you can untap and take control of it, use it to take a turn, give it back to your opponent, untap, take control of it. But obviously, it's great against workshops too. Yeah, he did have a Swords to Plowshares in hand. Uses that to get rid of the Triskelion.
Unfortunately, after he lost his Magus.
Yeah, he lost a Magus, took 2 damage from it himself. So he's falling behind pretty quickly. The only mana he has is that Plains. He's got a Tolarian Academy that does nothing right now.
Ooh, Karn.
Karn resolves. Not Not a super fast clock, but I think he's going to be fast enough, especially if his opponent's not doing too much.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we did get a second land. And plays Kataki. That's a good answer.
Yeah, it seems pretty good right now.
He's got Soul Ring helps a lot here. It's going to pay for itself plus something else.
Mm-hmm.
Mox Emerald pays for Karn.
Itself.
Yeah, I mean we're paying for Karn, which I think is the most important thing.
You don't see Karn too much anymore, I feel.
Yeah, actually, I feel like this stacks list is sort of a throwback list. Like it's got cards that we don't see a bunch of currently.
Tanglewire?
Yeah, Tanglewire is going to come down. That'll tap out his opponent for good for a while. Yeah, the opponent or the stack player has now got to deal with his own triggers. He actually controls all of them because the Kataki actually gives the
creatures gain the ability.
Yeah, the all the artifacts have that upkeep text on them now, so he actually controls all of those. He can stack everything how he wants. Mm-hmm. So I'm assuming he's going to pay for stuff and then tap anyway. I don't think it actually matters too much which order he does them.
Yeah, I suppose he could tap it for Tanglewire and then not pay for it.
Right.
For Kataki inside. Right.
Which looks to be what he did there with the Mox Emerald. He probably paid for the Tanglewire or Karn with the Mox Emerald and paid for the other two with Soul Ring.
That's not too bad. Oh, Buried Ruin now. That's interesting.
Yeah. And Karn continuing to get in damage. The opponent has taken a total of at least 9 with the Force of Will. Yeah, still tapping down creatures. He's got to keep mana up. I think he's got to still keep making plays.
Yeah.
I mean, there would be some benefit in leaving Kataki open so that he could
just to save yourself from 4 damage.
Right. I mean, if you block Karn, he becomes a 0/8, so he doesn't have to worry about Kataki going away and can save himself the damage. But I mean, like I said, I think in this situation I'm gonna keep digging, and that's what he's doing here, playing Preordain. I think he's got to find mana. He needs permanence in play. So going back, tapping fewer things to Tanglewire. Still got to pay for Kataki. We're set. Yep. We'll see what he does here. Still attacking with Karn. He's got Workshop that he's not using.
Yeah.
Can't really see his hand. He's got.
What's he gonna use it for?
We're thinking about it. Yeah, a lot of calculation here. That second Tanglewire.
Oh, there we go.
That's an interesting play. I personally, and maybe this is just me, I don't really know how other Workshop pilots do it, but I've never really liked having double Tanglewire in play just because you end up losing 2 counters instead of 1 per turn.
Oh, that's a good point.
I mean, they sort of wear each other out more quickly, but
in the end, you have less taps you get from it.
Right, and his opponent really just needs the 1 Tanglewire to hold him down. Mm-hmm. The only question would be whether the first Tanglewire would be enough, or if you really want to put everything under a lock right now. It looks like that's what he's going for. Not exactly sure what the deliberation here would be. He's going to have to tap everything to Tanglewires, as far as I can tell.
Yeah. How many counters are left on that 1?
I would think there's either 1 or 2, but I'm not sure.
He must not realize that he still has to pay for that 1 Tanglewire. It's not going to die on his turn.
Oh, is that? Oh, that must be where we are. Yeah, we're trying to figure out that. Yeah, so the mentor player must have just drawn and passed back. I didn't realize that.
That would make sense.
Yeah. So yeah, we're figuring out how we can pay for all these artifacts in play and continue to use Tangle Wire.
So you just tap down this turn.
Yeah, he has to tap down everything, and keep everything in play. So Mox Pearl at this point is going to pay for itself under Kataki. It's an extra permanent to tap the Tangle Wire. But
So
it's
now
not
do we have 1 and 3 for Tangle Wire, going down to 2 and 0?
Yes, I think that's right. And that'll pay for 2 of the artifacts. I assume he's going to tap that to pay for the other one. It's always a little difficult to tell what exactly people are thinking when they're doing all this. There's a lot of...
It's hard to predict the plays that people are going to make.
Right,
we play different styles and everything.
Right, yeah. So at this point, it looks like he's planning on paying for the 3 big artifacts. And remember, too, that having Tangle Wire in play... Okay, so he paid for... Looks like he paid for Karn, the larger Tangle Wire, and the Soul Ring, which makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
And it's definitely worth remembering that with Karn and Tangle Wire in play, he's potentially got 7 damage represented. Karn can activate Tangle Wire and attack. Sort of depends on how aggressive he wants to be. His opponent is...
Looks like he doesn't have enough mana to do it.
Yeah, he's still got to tap down to Tangle Wire, so his opponent is he's actually staring death in the face, but he's going to go to 2 here.
Is he at 2? Must be.
I think so.
2 or 3?
His opponent might have him at 1, but maybe I'm
yeah, that might be 1.
Oh, yeah, that would be... He was at 7 and took 6. I'm miscounting my damage, so... yeah, his opponent's at 1. Definitely on his last legs. He'll have to leave up Kataki to block, probably, and he
needs another creature.
He needs a removal spell, too.
Yeah. I think he's just too short.
Yeah. The Tangle Wires have been extra effective here at just locking his opponent out of the game. There hasn't been a lot he can do.
He taps those with Tangle Wire.
Yeah. I suppose that if he taps the Kataki, it does leave him extra mana to play with. But he's really got to find answers, and he needs to answer more than 1 creature, I think.
Let's see. Time Walk, that's pretty good.
He must have had Time Walk in hand and knew that he was going to play that.
Yeah, I would hope so.
Time Walk is a good play here. He's still going to have to tap things to Tangle Wire, but now he has more permanents in play.
Yep.
And he can be a little bit...
He also has to pay for the Mox.
Right, but he can pay for the Mox with itself. Well, I mean...
Why wouldn't he tap down to Larian even if he's sacrificing the Mox?
Maybe he has another Mox.
It could have been another.
Yeah, he's still in pretty bad shape here. He's at 1. He's going to have to answer at least 2, maybe 3 creatures. He's got Karn, Mishra's Factory, and potentially Soul Ring and potentially Tangle Wire that could be attackers. So he's got Stoneforge Mystic. I think that's... I mean, the usual target there is going to be Batterskull. He actually just gets... Umezawa's Jit, and throws that into play, I think, just as another permanent. Obviously, he can't equip it right now because he's out of mana, and that's actually going to hurt him with Kataki in play. I mean, he'll have to pay for Kite.
Yep. And interestingly enough, if he does try to equip the Jit, his opponent can activate it with Karn to turn it into a creature, so it can no longer equip a creature?
Right, yeah, we talked about that a little bit earlier. The Karn will make equipment fall off by turning it into a creature. You can't equip a creature with another creature.
Yeah, just very interesting.
Yeah, so the opponent just happens to have that trick in his bag. But he's I think we're counting things up here. like I mentioned, he had to answer 3 creatures, and his opponent, I think, has them. He needs to activate.
Yep. If he can activate the factory and the Tangle Wire using Karn.
If he can pay for all his artifacts and activate both of them, he can attack and win. So yeah, we go to game 3 here.